Alright, hello and welcome back to some more Secret Neighbour, where hopefully we'll get to be Neighbour this time and show how to win as the Neighbour, and show how the map works as the Neighbour rather than how the map works as a child. Okay, we're a child again. Someone just shouted run. Run! I don't know how you do that as a kid, but yeah. Okay, if I get follows, I'm going to be highly suspicious. Also, I hear things that sound like people kicking at doors. Okay, these can also start shut. Someone's had a key, I heard it sparkling. You can hear when other people are revealing keys as well, so that's pretty cool. It's not just, when you reveal a key, so if someone's revealed a key nearby. But that's also probably very effective for the neighbour, if he wants to know that people have uncovered a key nearby, that he might want to go hunt them and stop them. Okay, so because it wasn't in those two, it's 100% going to be inside of this room, but I had no path to it from that side, so I've got to come over here to have a look for it. He says, as it may not be, but 99% of the time that the spawns will be that it is over on one of these sides. Okay, why did it sound like someone breaking windows? There we go. There's the key. We got one. You could potentially grab a helmet for someone else so that, you have spare helmets for days. Someone is dropping glue everywhere. I mean, I would suspect the neighbour. Okay, there's so many of us that, shit. Come on. Stop fumbling the keys. Okay, that's a neighbour play. That's a neighbour play to block off the entrance so that people can't get in. I don't like that. Okay, I'm just going to block off this whilst I search it, because that guy didn't come in. If someone kicks it down, then I will know that they're the neighbour. But this is a good room to hide it in. This is the window room that I was trying to show in the other video. It can be blocked off on both sides by the bricks, so you would have to break in through the window to actually get in, but it's not always the way. Okay, so we've got this actually open at the moment, so I'm just gonna block it off whilst I search this room, and we will move on to the next room. And that's a good tip as well, to block the doors whilst you're searching, prevent as much access as possible into the room that you're in. Okay, so it's not in here. Hi. So I'm just going to block off this area. I've already raided that entire room, so I don't know why he would also be wanting to search it. Okay, so it's not in either of these. Like, normally it's in either or. So I'm going to guess, because it's not in those, it must be in the attic, or maybe it's this room. I don't quite know how the extra spawn works on that. But I do know that 90% of the time it's in one of those two, so I'm going to guess it's probably the attic. This has been locked off, so this is a problem for me. I could be trapped in here. I'm hearing neighbours. Okay. Someone saw me with the flashlight there. Okay, so I'm kind of trapped in here. But at the same time, like, these windows have bars on, so we can't actually break out of those. But I could throw a key out of it. This one I could get out of, but that's literally death. This one, is there anything down there? No, literally death. Okay, so there's a few options, but they're all death. So I'm going to have to go back in here, which means the shortcut is down through this hole and then out through this window. But that's fine. We don't mind doing that. Now I have a key, so it could potentially block the front door. But for the most part, people might have already done it. The neighbour could be in here this time. Again, the neighbour has already done it, but okay, are you following me? Hans may be following me. Okay, but I can just break in through the window, so it's not the end of the world. Shit, there's no red key. Enjoy your red key. I'm just going to unblock that, even though, the door is literally open through that window. I've made it past so people can get in who aren't doing it and trying to get away, because the neighbour clearly wants to trap people at that doorway. I suspect Hans, though. Okay. Shut up! You're gonna bring the neighbour here. You're gonna bring the neighbour here by honking the horn. I was literally here. What are you doing? Zigo, back off. Don't chase me. Right, I've got an extra chair. Okay, someone is literally just down over here. Am I being chased? I feel like I'm being chased. Why is everyone dying over here? What do you do? What was that game? What are these people doing? And he's just got that guy to gunpoint. No. I picked him up. I picked him up again. I'm guessing he was the neighbour with the gun. I don't know. We never found out. You don't get to look on the end game to see who is the neighbour, so that spoils a lot of the fun when you're the kids. You could go, oh yeah, that person was the neighbour. But, you know. Aha, I'm the neighbour this time. Okay, so this is actually ideal. So we can actually start doing some things as the neighbour. Okay, everyone's literally running over here. So this is perfect. Okay, so it's also sometimes a good idea as the neighbour to actually grab a key and hide it. Like, you know, if we get a key and hide it, it's better than someone else getting it. You know, now they're one key short of potentially getting it. Am I being followed tight? Why are you chasing me? You the neighbour. You the neighbour. Back off. Okay, now I'm neighbour. I will eat them. I hear people. Are you in here? Okay, so as the neighbour, you can activate these gates, which allows you to travel through, but you can also shut off the area so other people can't travel through them. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of doors, which isn't ideal. Shit, that was dumb. I may have given myself way by accidentally pressing the wrong button. Okay, if someone saw me there, I can set these traps in the doorway so that people can't go through them. Well, they can go through them, but they'll get their legs caught in them and cause themselves some problems. Now, I'm going to hold on to this key for now, but I will go hide it somewhere. You can sometimes glitch a trap in the doorway here, which feels like a cheese spot that you're not meant to be able to do. Okay, we could also trap the gate even though it's closed. Right, brick walls, they spawn randomly around the map, so, you know, places will be bricked off. Shit, I didn't mean to go through that. That's where the neighbour spawns when he is dead. So, you know, it's worth noting out. You're trapped. How did I not grab you? Fuck my life. No escape for you. So hiding with someone in a room is a pretty good idea. You know, they can't get anywhere and they're kind of fucked at that point. So separating them off is a good idea, but it's not impossible to get everyone. Why did you come here? Shit, why am I slowed? Why am I slowed? This is not good. I'm like permanently slowed, and he ran straight into my trap. Okay, but he can break out. Dead now. Saving your friend was a bad idea. I'm gonna hide behind the series so it's easier to not get hit. And then, did the other person literally just save himself? I think he did. He didn't try to save his friend, he literally ran for his own life. Okay, so I'm gonna shut off that gate so that people can't necessarily get past. Okay, I feel like he might have gone past. Okay. Holding on to the key is a bit OP as the neighbour, you know. It's like having less keys for them to take. I feel like he went upstairs. But I would like to very much like reset my trap. I could potentially place the hat in the trap, you know, and then someone might accidentally run into it because they're trying to grab the hat. Okay, did they break this one? They did. Okay, so they can break the traps by throwing things on them as well. Someone just jumped out of a window, so that is worth noting. I'm going to block off this so that there's less paths for them to travel. But I can activate them anytime myself and traverse right around the map as freely as I'd like. Now, they do sometimes spawn, like I said, just closed off like that already, so you don't have to activate themselves, but that does make it immediately harder for all of the kids, and, you know, going around running, placing all these traps everywhere can take a lot of health off the kids and cause them some significant problems. Or you could just do that and block it themselves. Okay, they are opening the locks, but at the same time I'm going to go head off the upstairs and then lock this off as well, so that they've got less chances to traverse. I should actively be hunting them rather than doing this, so, you know, it's worth noting that. But they might miss this one, so I'll place that there. Then I'm going to just traverse over this. The neighbour is less agile, like far less agile. Okay, they've already got this key, so it's worth noting that. Behind you! GG. He did not see me coming. He did not see me coming. Okay, did he just say it's in there? Okay, one very overpowered technique is actually to eat the chocolate bars as the neighbour as well, and well, I accidentally just ran over that trap and didn't activate it. The crow marks the key when someone hasn't found a key in a while, and, you know, tells them where to potentially go. Hello? Shit. Whoops. That's very disorientating. Especially if you lose the kid in the process. Where did he go? Because I tried to grab him, but we activated the trap instead. Okay, sliding down the banister is fun. He's clearly thrown a box at that to pop the trap. I hear you. Hello. You're mine. And still there's one more. But I feel like he'd still be nearby. Okay, so I'm just going to close that off so that he has less trap. Hello, it's just me and you. There's nowhere you can hide. Nowhere you can run. Luca. Sarupa. I'm the neighbour! Why did that glow affect me? Hey, you want a key? I got a key for you here. You didn't want the key? That was a key you needed there, Zalupa. Zalupa, you might as well stop running. Okay. I mean, I could get a chocolate bar, and the chocolate bar would be very helpful. Did he actually go back for the key? Okay. Wow, nice shot. Is he actually going for the key? Wow, I can't believe that didn't actually go anywhere. Pick up the key, neighbour. Oh, I've scuffed it. I've scuffed the key. I've actually scuffed the key. Okay, so there's other things like chocolate bars. That gold key is one that he does need. I mean, he can have that. I'm just going to go look for a chocolate bar so that I stand a better chance of catching him. Oh, look. A chocolate bar. The chocolate bar lets you run really fast. So, as the neighbour, it's very overpowered. Okay, let's go find Zalupa and then eat this chocolate bar and end this. Because whilst he's faster than me, under normal circumstances, with a chocolate bar, he's going to have a very hard time. Okay, so I could also get the glue. The glue would also be very powerful. Okay, so we can throw the glue at him and hopefully not hit ourselves, and also then speed and hit the chocolate bar. It'd be the perfect combination. Okay, so he's not here. He'll be probably heading towards this crow, which you know, if I activate that, might be the best idea. Which way would he be coming from? I don't know. You know, I don't like spawn camping or camping the keys, but it can be effective. It's just not the most fun way to play the game. Okay, where is he hiding? We have no ability as this neighbour to track him. Okay. Are these gates being opened themselves, or is someone opening them? Because I didn't open that. I'm fairly sure I've locked off all of these things, and he should not be being able to open them. Like, I'm minimising the amount of things that he can open. Again, we can break through the windows as the neighbour, much like everyone else. I can also use that bookcase system to traverse around upstairs and downstairs a lot quicker. Oh, hi. You can open these. Okay. So he is able to hack these himself. Because you never used to be able to. That feels annoying. If the kids can actually do these themselves now as well, and, you know, lock off or unlock what I've locked off, then that's going to cause me some problems. Okay, so I'm just going to set some traps because I'm not seeing this guy anywhere. He's literally ran away. He got away, but there's no point in hiding, because if he hides forever, the neighbour wins. So he has to come at some point and try and win. If he doesn't, then he's done. Like, that's been opened again. Immediately. Is the house scuffed? Or is he just here messing with me? Like, I feel like he might just be here messing with me. In some way. Okay, so he's not in here. The crow marks the key upstairs. I'm gonna go search upstairs. Again, the gate's been opened when it shouldn't have been. It should have been locked off. I feel like he has some ability to open these, which never used to exist for kids. Like, that's trapped up, so, you know, we don't want to get that. There's a way onto the roof up here, and then, you know, the crow looks like it's in the roof, so there is that. If he's going to come up here, he has to come all this way for the crow that's in... It's downstairs, okay, it's not there. It is not in that room. Okay, so I'm going to transform as a kid because it's not necessarily ideal. I think the neighbour is actually more hardy, so I transformed back midway down before. Where is this guy hiding? Where did he go? Although I think it prevented my transform because of that fall. Okay. He's not gone through that gate. That gate's still there. This gate's still here. Shit. Okay. Transformed into the neighbour to pop it myself. I could have stayed there and tried to, you know, get him to come. To be like, hey, I'm stuck in a trap, I need help, but I'd rather just break out of it instantly and not get downs. Shit, hi. Hey, bad move. Good game. GG. Wouldn't let me move because he was stuck in the trap at the same time. But yeah, that's how you win as a neighbour. GG. Again, it doesn't show you in the lobby. But yeah, that is how to win as a neighbour. Thanks for watching, join this game some more. Goodbye.